What up all you TikTok e-boys? Every time I say that, literally, I just feel so weird, like, watching it back in the editor. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Juno YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about TikTok once again. And actually in the last video where I talked about them, I sort of gave an insight to how dangerous their site is and what they're keeping from you. And I ended up realizing that it wasn't even that bad. It was just a little bit, it was like a step over what you should be collecting from your users. So there was a new update in the news. There's a ton of new things that the US came up with over this, and one of them was that they're considering to ban the whole social network from the US. Not only am I imagining every single one of the TikTok stars crying and moving to like Australia or something, but pretty much a ton of other countries are thinking of doing the same. So there's this Forbes article that came out just a couple minutes ago actually, and it says the row over TikTok shows why you can't depend on social networks. And I do have to admit that there is some sort of truth in what they're collecting, but I feel like it's not to the point where you need to ban them. It's a really good moneymaker for some of the people in the US. As I said, it's from China, and there's a lot of propaganda and communist parties. They don't want to be held part of that. So if you haven't been following, TikTok and other Chinese apps have been turned off in India over a political row that the two countries are currently involved in. Now, it looks like the same thing is happening in Hong Kong as well. Even more worrisome to TikTok aficionados is the fact that the US is also considering taking a similar action, which not only has users concerned, but also has many in the record industry that find themselves relying on the platform for song promotion more and more. And so if you don't know what that is, pretty much a TikTok star will post to their account before their song comes out, and they'll use their song as the background. They'll like dance to it or something, or they'll pay other dancers to do the same thing, and suddenly you have hundreds of million views on your video and it blew up. So TikTok's a really good way for the record labels and the record industry in general to promote music. TikTok's emerged as a kingmaker of sorts in the music world in the last 18 months, most notably after Lil Nas X's Old Town Road becoming a surprise hit because of exposure on the service, and as a result, everyone in the music business has flocked to the video platform in hopes of achieving a similar result. And as expected, TikTok is becoming somewhat watered down thanks to the increased corporate presence, but that still hasn't kept it from growing massively in popularity worldwide. So pretty much what TikTok is trying to do is collect all your information and sell it to third parties in China. And obviously this is the truth, but the US doesn't want to be part of this. We might as well see a ban of TikTok in the US. And it's sort of going to become one of those things we remember in our past where it was like, hey, anyone remember that one dancing platform that blew up in America and then was just completely obliterated by the government? So The Hill also reported on this in an article called Feds Investigating Allegations TikTok Failed to Protect Children's Privacy. So the Federal Trade Commission and the Department of Justice are reportedly investigating whether TikTok, a Chinese social media app owned by ByteDance, popular among teens, failed to comply with a 2019 agreement designed to protect children's privacy. Reuters reported on the federal probe Tuesday, citing two people interviewed in the investigation. The revelation comes as the short-form video platform also faces rising scrutiny from members of Congress and the Trump administration. Secretary of State Pompeo said Monday that the U.S. was exploring a ban of TikTok and other apps associated with China, citing concerns the apps have shared user data with the government in Beijing. And they don't want to be part of this. As I said, they're going to do anything to keep the U.S. themselves. And I feel like if they are taken out, this just gives another American entrepreneur the chance to go in there and make their own version. But they can build on what was done before and sort of make a better version that will blow up even more. So I think this is good. This is a good sort of thing for America because people are going to be dying for that next social media. And if it's gone, they're going to find a replacement for it. Just so to continue in the article, a staffer in a Massachusetts tech policy group and another person told Reuters that the FTC and Justice Department conducted separate phone calls with them. The focus of the discussions was whether TT failed to comply with an agreement reached with the FTC in February 2019 regarding privacy for children 13 and younger. And as you can see, there's tons of little kids on the site. And I just feel like the actual company has so much ability to block and to spy on us, but they don't have the ability to track faces and to know when there's someone under 13 in their app. So I think it is part of the app, and it's their responsibility to block people that are underage, and it is only their fault that they're getting banned in the US. That's pretty much all I had to say. I sort of wanted to show you guys the news and read and give you my explanation, give you my opinion on the whole thing from Beijing. Hope you guys did enjoy this. I'm going to have more videos out soon. Pretty fun to report like this. Just find some news articles, give my opinion on them, but also share the news first because that is important. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.